ഇന്ന് പത്മനാഭപുരി അക്കലൈസ് രണ്ടുപേര് കയറിയത് അവരേറ്റ് വന്ന് എന്താ ഐ ഡെഡിക്കേറ്റ് മൈസെൽഫ് പറയുന്നത് ഓർത്ത് വന്നത് നിങ്ങളെ തന്നെ കൊടുത്തു സമർപ്പിച്ചു. അങ്ങനെ ഒരു മഹാപുരുഷനാണ് ശ്രീ AbyVjosephLnTCh. കൊടുത്തു കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ ദൈവം അത് കയ്യിലെടുത്ത് അതിനെ സ്വീകരിച്ച് ശുദ്ധീകരിച്ച് പലർക്ക് പ്രയോജനത്തിനായി നൽകും. അപ്പം കയ്യിലെടുത്തു, അനുഗ്രഹിച്ചു, മുറിച്ചു, കൊടുത്തു. അപ്പൊ ശുദ്ധീകരിച്ച് പ്രതിഷ്ഠിക്കപ്പെട്ട ഒരു കാര്യം ജനങ്ങളുടെ നന്മയ്ക്കായി കൊടുക്കപ്പെടുന്നു എന്നർത്ഥം. ആ 3 വാക്കുകൾ വലിയ പ്രാർത്ഥന ഞാൻ കൊടുക്കട്ടെ. He took his bread in his hands, blessed, broke it, gave it to his disciples and said. 3 വാക്കുകൾ വളരെ cardinal, very important, seminal words ആണ് അതെല്ലാം. He took, blessed, broke and gave. He gave it for the whole world. That means he gave himself. This is the principle. Saint Gregorius സ്വയം പ്രവേശിച്ചുകൊണ്ട് ആർക്കും നന്മയുണ്ടായിരുന്നു ലോകത്തിൽ. സ്വന്തം മേന്മയ്ക്കോ പ്രസ്റ്റീജിനോ വേണ്ടിയല്ല മനുഷ്യരായ നമ്മളൊക്കെ പ്രസ്റ്റീജ് നോക്കുന്നതിനാണ്. അന്നോ അല്ലയോ? യെസ്. നമ്മുടെ ഇമേജ് എങ്ങനെയുണ്ട്? നമ്മൾ ഇവിടെ ഇറങ്ങാൻ കണ്ണാടി നോക്കാതെ ആരെങ്കിലും ഇവിടെ എല്ലാവരും ഉൾപ്പെടെ ഇവിടെ ഫോം എങ്ങനെ ഇരിക്കുന്നത് 2000 വർഷം പറയുമ്പോൾ അറിയാൻ പറ്റും. കണ്ണാടി നോക്കും. പിന്നെ ചില പഴയ ഭാഷയിൽ പറഞ്ഞ് പ്രാക്ടീസിങ് സ്മൈൽസ്, കണ്ണാടി ചിരിക്കുന്ന പ്രാക്ടീസ് ചെയ്യണമെന്നുള്ളതാണ്. So we want to keep our prestige intact. All human beings, all of us, we stand on prestige. Can you deny it? We all stand on prestige. And ഒരാൾ മാത്രമേ ഉള്ളൂ prestige നോക്കാനില്ല. അതായിരിക്കും. We stand on prestige, but somebody else never stands on prestige. Who is that? God never stands on prestige. അവിടെ ഈ താൻ പോലും അഹംഭാവം അല്ലെങ്കിൽ ഇന്നത്തെ ഭാഷയിൽ താൻ എന്ന ഭാവം ഒന്നുമില്ല. അദ്ദേഹം പൂർണ്ണതയാണ്. God is perfection, 100% perfection. അതിനകത്തൊരു കുറവുമില്ല. അതുകൊണ്ട് അത് ഡ്രസ്സിങ് നോക്കേണ്ട ആവശ്യമില്ല. ഇന്ന് നമ്മുടെ സുവിശേഷം വായിച്ചതിൽ ഒരാശയം കൂടെ അത് പറയാം. ഒന്ന്, ഡെഡിക്കേഷൻ ഓഫ് ദി ചർച്ച്. അതാണ് ഇന്നത്തെ സൺഡേയുടെ പ്രാർത്ഥന. This is Sunday of the dedication of the church. For what? For the good of the world. The church is dedicated before God for the good and welfare of the entire humanity, for the whole world. That is one message. Number 2, it is the idea in the Abel, ആബേലിന്റെ കാര്യം മെൻഷൻ ചെയ്തിരുന്നു കേട്ടോ. ഇവിടെ വായിച്ച ആദ്യം ഓർമ്മ ആബേലാണ് ആദ്യമായിട്ട് മാർട്ടർ ആയ ആൾ. കസേര കൊടുക്കാൻ അച്ഛൻ മനസ്സിലാക്കുന്നത് കാര്യത്തെ കൊടുക്കണ്ടേ? അത് നിങ്ങളുടെ ജോലിയാണ്. ക്രിസ്തുക്കാരൻ്റെ ഓരോ കസേരത്തവരെ ഇരിക്കട്ടെ. ആദ്യത്തെ മാർട്ടർ in world history is Abel. He was murdered by none other than his own brother, his blood brother. But Saint Paul says Abel continues to speak. Can you believe it? Is it digestible for us? Abel was murdered centuries ago. Saint Paul says he continues to talk. If at all he speaks about what? That is the food for our thought. He speaks about life. He speaks about brotherly love. He speaks about sacrifice. He speaks about death and afterlife. Life after death, life after life. So Abel talks to us about the danger of causing injury to anyone or killing somebody. So he's talking about not himself, he's talking about all the disorder in this world. When Saint Mary asks the angel, the archangel Gabriel, how can that happen? The angel tells her, you will give birth to a son. Everybody knows he is not married. How can an unmarried girl give birth to a son, a child? Really does not understand. Her standards are very high. Morality is very high. So if she challenges the Archangel Gabriel, how can that happen? No, it cannot happen. Her sense of morality, sense of godliness in her, prompts her to say, no, this cannot happen because that is wrong. How can an unmarried girl give birth to a child? That is wrong. That is not order, but disorder. So that is disorder, that cannot happen. But the angel explains this is what, and she agrees. And the handmaiden of God, I agree, yes, that it happened to me, as you said, okay. But remember that she is very much conscious of the order, moral order in society, which cannot be perverted, it cannot be turned upside down, otherwise human civilization cannot remain as such. If all the morality is killed, shut up. There's no word at all. And if you look at the world today, in different societies, in different countries, the first thing that we notice that there is no order. Everyone is said, oh, an order unto himself or herself. There is no agreement on order. No agreement on honor. No agreement on morality. Do you think the West has a definition of morality? Not at all. So the entire world is in turmoil, in disorder. The whole thing is immoral. What Saint Mary questioned, this is immoral. But the birthday says, yes, it is okay with us. Or immorality is okay. The angel continues to talk. This is the kind of prophecy by Saint Paul. When Abel continues to talk about human beings, their life, the meaning of life, and what is the ultimate aim of life, we are keenly listening to Saint Gregorius. And leading to that, Saint Gregorius continues to talk. If Abel can talk to this generation today, Saint Gregorius can also talk to us. So he is talking about many things, but we cannot. Our ears are still not ready, not equipped to listen to that. There's so many other voices coming in, filling our ears. So we have no space there for a voice coming from Abel or Saint Gregorius or Saint Mary. When we shut out the word, this is a coinage from the fathers and mothers of the desert fathers and desert mothers. Abbas and Ammas of the desert. They claim to shut up the world. The world is out and close it. You are inside with your pastor. When the world is shut out, there is a desert for you. The desert is inside you. You know, the desert is in Egypt, Abba knows better, Abu Dhabi. But where is the desert? They claim the desert is inside me. See, Abuna agrees, the desert is inside. It is not the desert that makes a saint. You agree with that? It's not the desert that makes a saint. But the discipline that is kept by the saint, the Abba, waits in the saint. And the desert is the background. Much in the same way, Saint Gregorius, he meant actually the life of a desert father. Abuna may know that the sayings of the desert fathers and mothers were first collected by whom? John Cassian. Abuna should know, at least. John Cassian first collected the sayings of the desert fathers and mothers, and he kept it. Today we have 2 volumes. The Paradise of the Holy Fathers in 2 volumes. It's available in English. 2 volumes. The Paradise of the Holy Fathers is full of the Suttakal sayings of the desert Abbas and Ammas. And fortunately enough, this was available in Syriac language. Early in Greek, but it is available in Syriac. And Saint Gregorius, he read it in Syriac. That was a turning point in his life. It was a big watershed that he was reading this about desert fathers and mothers, all sannyasis. And as he was reading, he was impressed. Why not I? Me too. You have heard about me too? Ladies, revolution, me too. That day he was saying, why not I? I too. So I should do something like this. Desert fathers are human beings, and mothers are human beings, so why not I? So he was trying to follow the desert fathers and mothers in letter and spirit. His lifelong fasting, his continual prayers, abstinence, and tears, gift of tears are that day. So he was following that model, and perhaps more relevant, he was following Bharatiya sannyasa. During his time, they had Buddhist monks, Hindu monks, Jain monks, 3 major religions in India, ancient India. And all the 3, and later Islam, they had monks. And Buddhist monks, we know even today, in Sri Lanka, in Nepal, they are following a model, the Tathagata, the Buddha. In Jain, they are following another sannyasa model. Hindus have different models. Shankaracharya, he follows another one, he is the founder of a model. So, Saint Gregorius Paramahansa had all these models before him. Primarily, it was the Indian background of the sannyasa, which was very strong. There were Buddhist monks in Kerala, remember that? And he was there, come to know about these monks, Buddhist monks in Kerala. And through his reading of the Paradise of the Holy Fathers, and this text in 2 volumes was first led by Bhagavad-Gita, then by and Every second Maha. He read it in Syriac. And that volume was available in Uttara Seminary. Was available today, I don't know last week, it was there. So incessant reading, meditation, prayer and abstinence and fasting, slowly a saint is being shaped. This is the formation of a saint. What makes a saint? Can you apply for it and get it from God, saint by God, you are made a saint? No. Then he was being groomed and formed to be a saint, but through the blessings of God and his own self-discipline to the core. He was trying to be disciplined, controlling his emotions, controlling his thoughts, controlling his body, controlling his imaginations, controlling his thinking. So he was in full control of his being, his body, mind and soul, getting fully controlled by the person but it is the Spirit of God is controlling you know. Because this control or ascesis, as I said yesterday, discipline ascesis, this discipline was enforced on himself by himself. And as you read the story in the legislation, you can see how strict Gregorius was to control himself. It's not compelled by anybody, it is decided by him, using his own willpower. That's what Jesus said, if anyone likes to follow me, do this and that. Take up the cross, give up everything you have, carry the cross and then follow me. He was following the very words of Jesus Christ, like Saint Anthony of the Desert. But he was a great Maharshi. Many people do not know that in the South India, southernmost part of India, there is a sannyasi. There is a Maharishi. Many people do not know in India because there is no advertisement. Many literators, Sahitya, they do not know that the first travelogue, his foot chain is Muslim Yatra, a journey to Jerusalem. Journey to Jerusalem. That is the first community in the Indian church. And his immediate disciples were Joseph, Devanas, Joseph. And Kalashel, Nose, Brahma. And some priests there in Karmala. Village of this generation. So that was an informally formed dialogue. Many of us in Madras do not know we have a dialogue. In our old Telangana, when we started an ashram named after Saint Dionysius.